Okay. Hello again. I am back. Oh, I've gone really cold. I've got a shiver up my spine. It doesn't really make sense with the the title Bubbling Hut. So I just finished the equinox reading and there was still loads of information that was trying to come through, like backing up. And I knew that there was another reading. There is so much energy moving around at this junction, so much energy. It feels to me like, like one of those really terrible 7 roundabouts in one, area of the country, and you're just literally going from one roundabout to another roundabout to another roundabout. Like, that is the energy that I am picking up on. We've had the lunar eclipse, we've had the full moon, we've had the equinox, we've got the new moon. Like, there has been a window of so much energy moving, and I'm just going to read on it. Okay, so there is okay, so we've got moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So be graceful in movement and action. Okay, so the moon is here stating where we are. So the song that was coming up, and you may want to listen to it, is Black. Is it Black Old Sun? Yeah, it's by Chris Connolly. I think it was when he was in Soundgarden. Yeah, it will be. That song was coming to my mind when I was making the thumbnail. So the lunar eclipse, the energy, what they were showing me in regards to the lunar eclipse is it's basically like a visual of what is actually happening with the sun energy anyway, right? And the energy that the sun is putting out is also being taken away. Okay, so that sun needs to get energy from somewhere, right? So in my mind, and this isn't a scientific thing, this is just literally what they're showing me, is that the sun has to take the energy from around itself to keep creating the never-ending sun, the flame, the heat, right? And it within it's like they're showing me that the sun is actually a donut. So it's like it's oscillating between these two different energies of the like a black hole and the sun, but it's the same thing because the sun has to keep pulling in the energy so that it can keep pushing the energy out, around it. That's the energy that I'm seeing. And in the last reading, I was saying that there is a hell of a lot of movement that's happening. You're moving from one thing to another, right? And it's this constant transition of in-out energy, right? You can't expect yourself to shine and to keep giving and to keep being your most vibrant, wonderful, vivacious self if you are not accepting and receiving and being magnetic also. So this graceful energy, like if you understand how the Shaolins, the monks get their power is because they draw it in from the ether, right? That is part of the whole process, is the spiritual practice behind what the physical action of what they're doing. So they must understand that they can draw in power into themselves to be able to execute the power in the outside. Okay. So this is what the solar eclipse is really coming forward to show you, that you have to create the balance and you have to change your belief system in regards to what you put out versus what you draw in. And that's where we're going with the reading. Okay. Whew. And there's some, I know we're going to get a card about it. There's something in regards to passion. And I feel like, yeah, I'm just going to say some sexy time. That's, you know, whatever that means to you doesn't necessarily have to, you know, it's not necessarily with another human being, but there's something in regards to harnessing that energy and that attraction and that magnetism. I can't even say that word. Magnetism. Yeah, let's see what comes out. So we've got the Hermit, that's sort of coming out sideways. So you have definitely been in the last season, even though it's been summer, I feel like you've been keeping yourself to yourself. And I feel like this has also led you to maybe lose a bit of your, what's the word? The Queen of Wands is very outgoing, you would notice her in a party situation or in a social situation, like, not because she's necessarily being extroverted, it's her energy. It's like, you just, you know, like you would notice her. And this is male or female. This reading can be male or female. It doesn't have to be just for female. It's not for genders, it's energy. So the feminine energy is magnetic. It's like you would walk into a place and you couldn't help your eyes but notice her. Like, whether you thought she was a dickhead or you had a judgment to make about her, it's someone that you would absolutely notice, right? And this is coming up in the reverse. So you may feel, or you may have felt like you have become invisible in some way, you know, like just not in your fullest expression. We've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and I feel like this has given you the feeling that you're, you know, not sexy, or that you're not attractive, or, you know, that you haven't got the same spark, right? But you need to understand that you were in control of this. You can turn it on and you can turn it off. Okay. It's not something that someone else can do for you. It's you. So in regards to the energy, what I was talking about is that if you don't have a full cup and you don't feel full of energy, then you're not going to be strutting around and, you know, being magnetic in your energy, because you're having to cycle your own energy, which is obviously, it's like a battery trying to light up a house light. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to have the same voltage as the mains, you know. But we have the Knight of Cups, which is here, which is basically saying you're going to have to start romancing yourself. This isn't, like I did say at the start, this isn't about another person. Like, I always say that foreplay is all day, like regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not. And what I mean by that is pleasure doesn't just come from another human being. Pleasure is something that human beings are really good at, and there's not that many animals in the animal kingdom that actually do things for pleasure. Dolphins are one of those entities, and like since moving to the farm, I've seen cows like play, and you know, it's really interesting. But human beings have a hell of a lot more activities that we can play with and go to for pleasure. Like, we have a hell of a lot of pleasure centers in our body. And as I said, it doesn't necessarily have to mean like sexy time with another human being. It's just pleasure. Like, and this isn't a energy of overindulging. It's not an energy of, you know, going to eat a load of cream cakes or something like that. That's not pleasure in its highest form. Well, that's a really weird energy. Hold on a second. I just heard from the, like, I just heard you're not a snack. Like, you're not an appetizer. You're not an option. You're not like, you're not someone's side piece, and you need to start acting like you are like the main meal, the main event. Like, you need to give that energy out. It's like, before, you maybe have like been thinking of yourself as, they're saying, understudy. I'm getting that you put up with okay. So I feel like, oh, there's a hidden card there. Look at that, hiding under the. Ooh, okay. So you may have found it hard to move away from situations and scenarios where you weren't honored, let's just say. And your perception of this was that it was your fault. Like, things weren't working because of you. And basically, it's put that, the message is, put that down incredibly quickly. Like, that's not yours to carry any longer. And fucking fast, because the planets are moving very quickly. Very, very quickly. And that's what all this, oh my God. That's what all this energy has been about. Like, this, the bubble, like, they're showing me the the pan is boiling, like all this energy is moving everywhere to get this out of you so that something else can come in. Like, I don't know what's changing for you as a human being right now, because this could apply to a relationship. This could speak to a new job that you're starting. Like, it is going to be different for every single one of you. Like, these readings are so general. Please book a personal if you want to get more into the depths of anything that resonates. But basically, this is almost like a warning, like that. Not a warning as in like you're in trouble or anything like that, but this is like a signpost to say you need to stop this because amazing stuff is coming in. Like, you have put yourself in a position where you have been the understudy, right? Whatever that is in your life, you have put your personal self into, I'm the understudy. I'm, not the full piece. I'm not the finished article. I'm not the, the full shebang kind of thing. Like, I'm not that. I am, whatever your thoughts have been. But you have chosen this. You have chosen to put yourself and the way that you see yourself. You have done that, okay? And this is what you need to understand. And you also need to understand that you can actually change that very, very quickly. And this is what the universe is saying. This is what reading is about. You need to change your perception of who you are so that other people can see you as you really are. It's this freaking praying mantis. Look. Using the energy of the praying mantis, even though they're absolutely tiny, it's like using the energy of who you are. This is such a cool reading. Ha! The Magician in the reverse. Okay. So I feel that Emperor came out. So this is something that so whether you're male or female, if the first reading was a message from mum, this is a message from dad, okay? So the Magician is here to say, basically, I haven't got everything that I need to manifest the things that I want. And I can't see how I do that. Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to manifest the things that I want, right? And this is your transition of you taking charge of your life and the way that you see yourself. It's you decide. You may have wanted your dad to see you in a certain light. You may have done lots of different things over your growing up where you were trying to get the attention of your dad, right? Whatever that looks like for you, whether you're male or female, right? He was not you didn't receive the love and affection and all that kind of stuff that you needed, right? So you may have moved into doing lots of things to please people. This could have an element of like people pleasing attached to it, because you're trying to get validation, admiration, and all that kind of stuff from someone who isn't that way out, okay? But this is the transition. This is what's changing. This is what wants to come in. But other people can't see you in your fullest if you don't accept your fullest, if you are not living your fullest and your most authentic and in your full power, if you're not in your Queen of Wands in the upright era, then you're not going to receive the treatment of what a Queen of Wands in the upright would receive. Okay. But it's you that changes that scenario. It's not anybody else. Like, you've got the story, the perception twisted. And it's not. You're not acting like the full meal, the main course. You're acting like a snack. This has kept you maybe in a state of, being upset with yourself. Like, even the simplest things are impossible, maybe. Like, some days may have felt like, why am I even getting out of bed today? Like, what is the fucking point in this? And it's like, because you may have trained yourself to waiting for validation from other people. And if you haven't been getting that, then you may feel like, what is the fucking point in doing this? And it's like, you are the fucking point. I need to have something to eat. I'm hungry. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. There could have been a situation where broken home at some point, and whether this has replicated itself into your life. I feel like you may have put up and shut up and accepted a lot less than what you deserve. That could absolutely be a story for you. I'm feeling very excited. There's definitely some fast moving energy coming in. Could feel it ramping up behind the last reading. Yeah, I'm hearing like, maybe I'm doomed to continue this storyline, or, like doomed to keep having the same energy. But this is like, no, it's balancing out. You didn't see that card turn around. So this is moving energy. This is what is changing. You are balancing out this give and take energy within inside you. And this is the card that wanted to turn round. This is what you're creating by bringing in the balance. That's how you create that energy. You may have given to the wrong people, to people who, thought you were a snack, obviously. They didn't put the time and energy into you because you were, telling them that you were the side piece and that you were the understudy and all that kind of stuff. It's like, no. You're going to get someone, if you this reading can also be for someone in a relationship. You don't necessarily have to be single. It's like every relationship in your life this can refer to. But if you act like the understudy, if you act like the snack, you will get treated thus. But this is the energy that you are giving out and accepting. In the same breath, sixes are all about balance, and it is bringing this in for you. So this came out of the deck in the reverse, but quickly went sideways. And that is how quickly that can happen. What you accept and what you put out is exactly what will change your stability. This is 1111. This is union. This is the balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. Yeah, it's all those things. It's stability, it's celebration, it's coming together. It's like in the other reading, we had the 4 of spikes in the reverse, right? This is very, very similar energy because it's got the masculine and the feminine going round and round. That's what needs to happen. The feminine receives, the masculine energy gives. If you are constantly giving to other people and not receiving anything, you will feel depleted. Of course, you will feel like the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You will feel victimized. You will feel angry. You will feel regret. You will feel all those things. But this is saying basically, let people give to you. Be in the receiving energy, welcome it in, welcome in the compliments, welcome in, open yourself, and not to this, I'm gonna do that again. There's something about people mirroring your energy as well. Like having people show up for you. Like, and what that would look like and how good that would feel. No, that's the message. That is the message. We're not going to get any more than that. I am going to get a card from the AEIOU Oracle just to close. Let's have a look, see what comes out. There we go. Oh. Perfect energy. The caterpillar. This is you blooming. And we started with the Hermit card, which is you basically going into your little cocoon. You have been in the cocoon phase and you are stepping out into a new season. So I'm going to read that for you. The AEIOU Oracle, the conscious caterpillar. That's the box and everything, look. Woo! Stepping into your fullness. It said, he comes to you as a symbol of rebirth, of a time to move through pain. Just like the caterpillar who has to change his physical body completely from one form to another, you can alchemize your energy. He is your guide into your deepest subconscious, your shaman circling you in the cleansing smoke of his pipe. A symbol of the importance of commitment, connection to the spirit world and to every part of your world. He will bring you to question your intention. He will ask you to accept where you are so that you can make the necessary changes to transform. He knows the process of change more than any animal and must build himself a cocoon to shelter his body while he dismantles his physical form and constructs a completely new one. Breaking out, he is in no rush to exit, and helping him would only damage his wings, because in the breaking of his cocoon, his wings grow in strength, so that he can, in time, fly. Healing is a process. Pain and struggle is an essential part of it. He has the markings of his butterfly stage on his chest to signal to you his own journey. He is going with you. You are about to embark on something major in whatever way that means to you. Big change is afoot. In Tarot, this would be the tower. Time to build something completely new. That's that fast moving energy. gold. Oh, gold. Exciting, exciting, exciting. So yeah, once you get into your sexy time energy, so hilarious. The world will change around you. There you go. I hope that that helps immensely. I'm super chuffed for that reading. That's what wanted to come through. Thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't done already, please like, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful stuff. It does massively help the channel to grow. It's an excellent energy exchange for the free content. And hi, you know. And I hope to see you again really, really soon. I love doing this job. It's great. Take care, and I shall see you really, really soon. Exciting times.